All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am extremely excited about this next guest. I mean, this guy started out as a walk-on at the University of Charlotte. And then while he was down there, he just went ahead and broke every team record that they had. I'm talking the record for sacks in a game, sacks in a season, career sacks, tackles for loss in a game, and tackles for loss in a season. You name the record, this guy has it, man. He also went on to become the third player drafted from the University of Charlotte when he became the third-round pick of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So without further ado, Mr. Alex Highsmith. What's up, man?
What's up, Arthur? How you doing? Thanks for having me on.
Man, we appreciate you for coming on, man. So just tell us a little bit, man, what led you to even walk on at Charlotte University?
Yeah, so I kind of got a cool and unique story about how I got to Charlotte. So, coming out of high school, I didn't really have many offers. The only offers I had were a partial from Furman, a private school, SCS school in South Carolina. And then Davidson was looking at me heavily, but they couldn't offer athletic scholarships. They could only offer academic scholarships. And I had a really good GPA coming out of high school. It's just my test scores didn't really match their criteria. So I know those two, probably wasn't gonna most likely go to. And I remember I went to Charlotte for the first time after a Davidson visit. And I just, fell in love with the campus. This wasn't even a football visit. This was just me and my family. We were just driving on the campus and just fell in love with it. And so I was like, okay, this is a place that I want to try to go to. And knowing that they had a startup football program was pretty cool. And so, I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina, and I went to Ashley High School down by Carolina Beach. And our rival high school, it was Hoggard High School, and their head coach, his name was Scott Braswell, and he's everyone knows him in this town. He won state championship at Hoggard, coached a couple of NFL guys as well, and his son at the time, Scotty Braswell Jr., was a GA at Charlotte, and so knowing that that I wanted to go to Charlotte, Charlotte wasn't really looking at me, and so they invited me to like a prospect camp in the summer, but I didn't really get many looks. I talked to their coach. They said I was on their board, but they probably wasn't going to get a scholarship or anything like that. But so I reached out to Coach Brazel. Said, hey, is there any way you can pass my film on to your son? Maybe they can get Coach Lambert and the staff to look at it. And so that's kind of what happened. Eventually, got my film to Scotty. And they gave it to Coach Lambert and the staff. They had me up on a couple unofficial visits to a spring practice, and then I came to the spring game in 2015. And still didn't know I was going to be on the team or not, but I knew I had a chance. And I remember how I knew I was going to be on the team. It was middle of June, 2015, summer before I went to college, and I got an email saying that my dorm's been switched, my room's been switched. So originally I was supposed to.
Okay.
Yeah. Originally I was supposed to room with some of my best friends from high school. And then it changed, so I saw it was the football dorm. So it's pretty cool. And I still didn't end up coming the first day of camp, or didn't come to camp. So I didn't make the initial 105 and ended up walking on the first day of school. And just made the most of my opportunity. So that's kind of the story how I got to Charlotte.
That is crazy, man. Especially when you look at what you were able to accomplish while you were there. To start from where you started, man, that's wow.
Now you were considered a 0-star recruit, right? And like you mentioned that most schools weren't really looking at you at all. Do you think that was justified at all? Like looking back, I mean, what would be your critique of you as a player? Or do you think people were just overlooking you for no reason?
I mean, I think a couple of reasons played into that. The school we went to, we were not very good. Believe it or not, my school, we went 0-10 my senior year. So that wasn't a good look for me. Yeah,
that hurt.
Yeah.
Oh God,
it was bad. But yeah, we weren't really we're probably like the worst team in the county at the time. We really always have been. And it was just that. I played middle backer in high school as well, so I didn't play edge till I got to college. And I still remember I was like 6'1", but I was pretty skinny. I was like 200, 205. And so I was fast, but, I didn't really have the size, I feel like, that a lot of guys had. And so that's kind of something that hurt me, but, I felt like, my tape was pretty good, but, I felt like there's probably a couple of things that hurt me.
Man, it's funny you say that. I'm over here listening to you and I'm like, man, that reminds me of me when I was in high school. Literally, my first 3 years, we were 1-9, 2-8, 3-7. My last year, we thought we were great. We went 4-6. It was a miracle for us, man.
That's the best. That's the best I went. I went 4-6 my junior year, and we should have made the playoffs. We had a lot of guys get injured, but that was the best record that I had in high school.
Yes,
4-6.
man. Yeah, and like you said, it does hurt when it comes to recruiting because a lot of these coaches, they go to the winning programs, the teams that are either in the playoffs, compete for state championships. They want to get those players. So that definitely does play impact in that, man. But
It does.
now that, man, now this follow-up question to that, it even, I guess I'm even more curious about it now because you came from a very unsuccessful high school program, and when you were at Charlotte, y'all didn't win a lot there either. So mentally, like, how did you stay motivated through all of that?
Yeah. So just like you said, we didn't really win, a lot in my first few years there. First year we went 2-10. That was my redshirt year. And the next year, we really should have made a bowl game that year. That was Larry Ogunjobi's senior year. He's with the Browns now. We had a decent year that year, but just for me, I'm no matter how the season is going, no matter what's going on, I'm still going to be do the best that I can every day to bring passion, energy, enthusiasm, positivity every single day. Unless kind of something I was talking to Coach Tom and Mr. Colbert about in our first interview that we had about a month ago, and I just telling you no matter I'm going to be the same guy every day, no matter how the season's going, no matter win or losing. I'm going to bring the same passion, same energy, same enthusiasm every single day, and no matter what the score is on the scoreboard, I'm still going to play my heart out every single play. And that's just something I've kind of prided myself on. Just me being a walk-on as well. I've always had a different mentality than a lot of people. I like to call it a walk-on mentality that I have. So it just gives me an edge, and so that's kind of I just stay motivated in that because ultimately. I prayed, to be in the position to play college football. I prayed, for this opportunity to play in the NFL. So, how dare I not give it 100%? It's just, disrespectful, to God who's blessed me with the ability to play this game. And so I'm just, and that's the reason why I play, is because I play this game to honor and glorify God. So, because, he's blessed me with this game. So just, that's how I kind of stay motivated, just knowing that, I could, so many guys want to be in this position right now. So I got to give it all I got.
I like that, man. That's a great mindset. And trust me, man, if you stick with that mindset every day, man, you're going to have a very successful career, bro.
Appreciate it.
Now I hear your nickname is Thanos.
Uh-oh.
How did you get that nickname?
Yeah. So that's one of my nicknames. I go by Thanos and Smitty. Smitty's another one. But so I'm a huge Marvel fan. Probably one of the biggest you guys know.
Okay.
I went to see. I've seen all the movies in the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe. I went to see Infinity War in theaters 5 times. Saw
okay, that's big time.
Theaters. I remember I did this for both Infinity War and Endgame. What I did was I'm a movie guru as well. Like I love going to movies.
You talking to me over here? Let's go.
Yeah, I hope there's an AMC up in Pittsburgh.
Absolutely, man.
I'm
got
going
options.
to be at it all the time. Because I have this movie pass where it's called the AMC A-List, where I can go to watch 3 free movies a week. For like $20 a month, and I can watch them in the Dolby, IMAX theater, whatever theater I want to. And so what I would do is I would buy everybody's tickets, and then they pay me back after. So for Infinity War and Endgame, what I did was I bought like a whole row of tickets, and everybody just paid me back. And then also, those points that I bought the tickets for got accredited to my account. So the more points I get, like the more free popcorn and stuff I get. So yeah,
I like it.
Well, why? Go ahead.
Thanos is probably my. Even though he's a villain, he's probably my favorite character in the Marvel universe, just because he's just a savage. Like you guys seen the movie, he came in the first scene of Infinity War and knocked out the Hulk. Like who does that? Like,
yeah.
like if you can knock out the Hulk, like you're real. So, but he's my favorite character for sure.
Was this a self-proclaimed nickname?
Kind of. I mean, no, I didn't call myself that. I didn't call myself Thanos.
Okay.
But like everyone else saw, I was everyone else saw, how much I like Thanos. Like my roommates literally got me a Thanos mask and an Infinity Gauntlet for my birthday that I wore on Halloween.
That's dope.
And so I actually made an Instagram post about it. And so they just kind of gave it to me. They were like Thanos, something like that. So
I like it.
That's a good nickname to have. Now, what would be your top 5 of those Marvel movies?
Top 5 Marvel movies?
Yeah.
I would say number 1, Infinity War.
There it is. Okay, I'm glad you said Infinity War first.
Yeah,
okay, we good. We good.
Infinity War first. Number 2, Endgame.
Okay.
Number 3, Thor Ragnarok. Absolutely love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I love that one. Number 4, Civil War.
Okay.
And number 5, The First Avengers. The First Avengers is just a classic. That was the first time all the superheroes got together, and it's a classic.
I like your list. I can respect that. I was a little nervous at first. I said, okay, man.
I love Thor Ragnarok. That's a great movie.
Yeah, I'm about to say Ragnarok is dope. I said, I better hear Civil War up here and in one of these spots.
gotta have Civil War.
Absolutely, man. I like that, man. I like that a lot. All right, so transition a little bit back to football, man. So at what point when you were playing at Charlotte University, did you start to feel like, hey, man, I'm good enough to be drafted?
Yeah. So, really for me, I've always had the mindset, that I'm going to make it to the NFL, coming in, and I always believed that I would. But, I think things really changed for me, the spring of my 2018 season, or like spring ball in 2018. Yeah. So, the year before that, my sophomore year, I lost a lot of weight because like early in the semester I got sick and pulled a hamstring, ended up losing like 20 pounds, ended up playing outside back at 235. And so after that season, just one thing that changed for me, I'm an exercise science kinesiology major, so I know a lot about nutrition, how to eat right. And so that's something that changed for me off the field, is really to, just taking my nutrition to another level. And that's what helped me to just get my body right. I got up to like 245, 246 at a good weight and put on a lot of muscle. So, and we got a grill in our house as well. I live with, I live with 6 other football players. And so we finally got a grill after 2 years of being in the house. And we're literally out there every day in the summer and spring, just grilling. So that's really when things changed for me. And that's really that spring ball is when I earned a starting spot on the team. And, just a lot of my moves, that I've been practicing on were starting to work and stuff like that. And so that's really, I think, when, and then be making all conference my junior year as well. That's really when I, thought the NFL was going to be a reality for me.
I like it.
Yeah. You mentioned some stuff there about how, you're focused and working hard. Was there probably a biggest sacrifice in your opinion that you had to make in this process?
That's pretty easy. So this is a strange fact about me. Growing up, my parents say this happened because they took away my pacifier too early, but I had an addiction to gummy bears.
Oh man, you're talking to me, man. God,
that is the best kind of candy.
They literally had to hide and ration the gummy bears from me. I would literally, I'd be wanting them so bad that I'd literally sneak into my parents' room and look for where they hid them. And so I would leave, the big bags you get at Sam's and Costco. Absolutely. I would eat one of those in like less than a week.
Yeah, you going to work? I like it.
And I would sleep with them too, so I'm surprised my teeth haven't fallen out. But anyways, but yeah, so that's really having to sacrifice those. I kind of put those away my sophomore year, and haven't gone back to them since. I'll eat some lifesavers some lifesavers every here and now, but that's really what I think, one thing that I had to sacrifice.
Okay. Man, you a good dude. I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying to sacrifice candy for my whole career. Still can't kick the habit. Even when I retired, I still can't kick the habit, man. It's hard. Golly, more power to you. I'm gonna eat the candy for both of us. All right.
All right.
So, man, tell us a little bit about your draft story and what it felt like too, man, once you got that call.
It was awesome. Just the whole draft process is just, it was so fun. Things, definitely weren't how we expected them to be, how I expected them to be, with the COVID, with this virus and everything like that. But, the first couple months I went out to Arizona, Exos out in Arizona. Yeah. I trained out there for 2 months, and that was it was so fun out there, just strictly training, to do those drills at the combine and meeting a lot of guys going through the process. We still have a group chat where we text each other. That's so tight. Developing relationships out there, and developing relationships with all the coaches and nutritionists and therapists out there was awesome. And so that really helped me to have the combine performance that I had. And going into the combine, I felt like I came in there with just a mindset, that I belong. I know I'm from a smaller school, and know I'm here with a lot of SEC and big Power 5 guys from Power 5 school. But I remember Coach Healy, our head coach this past year, he saw me on the day I was working out, and he told me these 2 words. He said, "You belong." And that's just the mindset that I had going in there, and the mindset that I had going into my workout. Just it don't matter where you're from, really. If you can ball, you can ball. So
talk to him.
that's just the mindset that I went to. And for like people who still doubt me, because I'm from a small school, just turn the tape when I played against Clemson and Tennessee and App State, my best games. Some of the best competition we played was my best games. So, that's really just just going into that with that mindset. And then that draft night it was so surreal. We were sitting. I was here at home with my family, my girlfriend, some of my friends, 10 people, just abiding by the law. And so
abided by the law.
yeah.
I like it.
And we were sitting here, and it was like, so it was pretty late, and it was pick 100. You got to pick 100, and we were still super tired. But the whole time we were looking at that pick 102 because I knew that the Steelers had interest in me. I really felt like my conversation with Coach Tomlin and Mr. Colbert went well. So we were just sitting there, and I didn't know they called that early. I thought it was just like one pick before, and so we were all talking, all yelling. I don't know, we were yelling or something. But then my phone goes off. And turns out, actually, I had the Avengers theme song as my ringtone. So all here is dun 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 dun, and it's a number from Cransbury Township, Pennsylvania, and my heart dropped, and so did my mom and dad. And I just got on the phone, and Coach Tom was Highsmith, what's up? I forgot exactly what he said. Highsmith, what's up? And I was like, this is the team that, I grew up diehard Panthers fan, so I've always loved them. But, going throughout this process, this is the team that I wanted to go to. And I'm just so happy that, I'm part of an amazing organization now, and just such an amazing franchise, and just seeing, all the success that this franchise has had and this organization has had. I'm just excited to be a part of it, and I'm just excited to be part of Steel Nation. I can't wait to get to work. So I'm just so thankful.
I like that. Now, when you were at the Combine, did you talk with Coach Tomlin and them there? Were they one of your like the unofficial visits or some of your official visits?
Yeah. So I didn't talk. Thing is, I didn't talk to the Steelers until that first phone call, like late March.
Wow.
I didn't even talk to them at the Shrine Bowl that I was at, and I didn't speak to them at the Combine. So it's kind of like, I hope they talk to me soon, because I really want to go there. And then my agent said that they wanted to. I was going to come out for an official 30 visit. If the COVID thing didn't happen, but so I had a FaceTime with them. But that's the first time I met with them, was on that FaceTime.
Nice. Okay. And now you talked about it a little bit here, man, but you're going to get an opportunity to join a very, very stacked defense, man, with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you're going to get a chance to learn from TJ Watt and Bud Dupree, two of the best that are doing it in the league right now. So just talk about, man, what does that mean for you?
Oh, it means so much. I'm so glad that, I'm going to a team where I can learn from so many great guys. Being able to learn from TJ Watt and Bud Dupree, I just can't wait. Both of them texted me, when I got drafted. So that was so exciting, to see them welcome me in. So I'm just going to be like a sponge, and I'm just going to absorb everything I can. And, I'm going to probably ask too many questions, but, I just
can never ask enough questions.
I want to learn so much. And so I just, I want to be at the level they're at. And so I'm just going to, ask them, advice for my rookie year, how to, how they handle their rookie year, things like that. And just, just really dive deep into pass with them, because that's what I love doing. I know they love doing it too. So I just, I can't wait to get around those guys and around Cam Hayward and the rest of the D-line. So I'm just so excited, and there's no better team I can be a part of.
I like it, man.
Now, Alex, did you know that you shared a birthday with a Pittsburgh legend?
No,
for real.
Seriously, yeah.
It's Crosby, and that's why he wears 87.
Really?
So August 7th. Yeah. That's serious.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but
there's another legend that you share a birthday with. He trying to downplay it. Who's the other guy, Deke?
The other guy's me. So it's us three. We share this really nice birthday, August 7th. It's
awesome.
It's an epic day. I just wanted to share that with you. Just
awesome.
Give you something to think about,
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I'll make sure to wish you happy birthday from that day.
100%, bro. 100%. Yeah.
All right, so man, coming into this next season, man, obviously you'll be a rookie, man, but just talk about what are some of your goals that you have for this upcoming year?
For me, I just want to do whatever I can to help the team win. Whether that's special teams, defense. I'm just ready to come in and do whatever I can to help this team get their 7th championship. So I'm just so excited. Can't wait for personally my goal. I want to be the best defensive rookie in the league. I'm not big into my own personal goals. For me, I'd much rather win a bunch of Super Bowls than be a Hall of Fame player. And I'm going to strive as hard as I can to be a Hall of Fame player. But I'd rather be known as a guy who does it all for the team instead of someone who's just worried about himself and his own goals. So just like I said, just want be the best I can be every day. Definitely want to be the best defensive rookie in the league. So, and just do whatever I can, whether it's special teams or defense, to bring number 7 to Steel City.
I like
here
that,
we go.
man.
Here
Now
we
you're
go.
talking to us over here. Now, before we let you go, man, the last thing I want to know for Steeler Nation, if you could tell them, man, what's the biggest thing they should be excited about for you next year?
Next year, just they're going to get someone who plays with passion, plays with juice. That's something that I feel like I bring to the table, and I know that whole D-line does as well. So just to expect to tell, I want to tell Steel Nation, that I'm going to add to that pass rush, and that I'm going to be in the backfield a lot as well. So I can't wait to get sacks for Steel Nation, and just to do whatever I can to help win that next championship. So yeah, just know that I'm gonna bring the juice and I'm gonna bring the energy every single day, every single game.
I like that, man. Man, Alex, it was a great time having you on, man. We definitely appreciate you. Wish you nothing but the best, man. Enjoy all the new Marvel movies that are coming out too when they do drop. All right.
Yep. Yes, sir. I
appreciate you again, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Zeke.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Peace.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.